Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We are going to taste a French wine. It's a Medoc, which is quite a posh area, isn't it?
Yes, indeed, yes.
It's down sort of Bordeaux way, so like it's on the sort of Atlantic coast, in a little bit from the Atlantic coast. And it's like this river that goes into Bordeaux, and it's just on the left-hand side of that river. So quite a posh area, very well known, internationally renowned. And we're going to taste, not only are we going to taste it, we're going to taste it now. So let me show you the bottle. Here we go. Now let me read off. It's Château Tour Saint-Bonnet Médoc, 2015. Now we're filming this in 2025. So this is 10 years old.
Quite impressive, John. And what is more impressive for me is, I know we talk about is the price.
Oh well, let's get to the price.
There we are.
$13.95.
That
is expensive.
It's not cheap, but $13.95 for a 10-year-old French wine.
Yeah,
I think is very, very reasonable.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah,
you know, I think I've gone on about it before, saying, you know, I always recommend the Spanish wines because they age very well, very cheaply. But a French wine, 10 years old, $13.95. No.
Yeah, this one is available in the UK. So I'm sure it's available elsewhere in the world, but through the UK, it's available through the Wine Society. So it's a membership, so they don't, you know, they keep their prices down.
Well, they've done well
because the members own it. So you know the profits go back into the company.
Now we've said that. Now let's get into it and see actually.
So in isolation, it's okay saying that, but is it worth it?
Who knows? Let's have a look. First of the colour.
What were you doing in 2015?
I was only 7, I can't remember. 2015, I was working in a cheese shop.
Okay.
And building an empire. An empire.
So, I'm getting a lot of brown in that, like tawny.
Yeah, he's spot on. Yeah, he's very... It's almost port-esque, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the colour I'd associate with that.
Yeah.
But looking good, but then he's 10 years old.
Yeah, so is that why we sort of get that sort of slightly browning, I guess?
So, yeah. But, I mean, we don't know if was the 10 years in oak or was the 10 years in the bottle?
Yeah, I think it doesn't say in this particular one.
No, but that'd be something to be... Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
We're going to the smell.
Yeah, sorry, John, I just went straight in there, sorry.
Oh, for a minute there, John, I got some cheese, like a cheese smell.
Sorry.
Like a rind of cheese. No, is it like a rind of cheese?
Is that the, I don't know, is that an aging again?
Maybe.
For me, it's very, very fruity, very black curranty, very jammy. There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, look, I'm not getting that rind now. That's gone, but... What?
There's a smokiness there, which I...
Yes, I get the smokiness,
It's almost like you're getting... That's a lovely smell.
It is a lovely smell.
That is how I want my wine to smell.
It has got that, I mean, I don't know why, but it reminds me of a restaurant in London, presumably because I've had wines that smell like that in that particular restaurant, Rules, the oldest restaurant in London. So for some reason, this takes me there. And smells do, don't they? They associate, you associate.
Yeah, of course. Is it a muskiness in there? Is it that forest floor that you speak of often? Is that, I don't know, is a familiar...
Yeah.
And then with the fruit overlapping it, it's like... So you've got that... I can almost smell the 10 years... that sounds stupid. But you can almost smell the 10 years of aging that he's had with the fruit on the top. Interesting, right.
As you say, it's very fascinating because I'm smelling it and it's just very, very fascinating.
There's something to behold in there, isn't there?
Yeah, it is.
I'll be honest, I am so far very impressed with the price mark, everything, yeah.
Well, I'm not impressed with the price mark.
Obviously, John, it's not $2.99.
No, obviously.
But I'm gonna get stuck in.
Okay, let's taste. I hear some negatives to that.
To start off with, I mean, I need to taste more just yet, but initial impression, it starts off with all good intentions, and it starts with all that nose that you're getting. That comes and hits you, but then the tannins come over, and then they just kind of stop everything. There's nothing after that, and it's only like 4 or 5 seconds worth of, ooh, this is going to go somewhere, but it just doesn't. And I'm not. I was looking forward to that being something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, to be fair, the first few, whether it's 5 seconds, 7, 8, 10 seconds, whatever, they do hold your attention.
Yes, yeah.
It does seem to develop, and I'm sort of like finding myself chasing it because it seems to be moving, and so I've not really been able to determine anything because it's moved. What's it is now? Oh, what is it now?
Yeah, but then when those tannins take over, they just stop, and you're waiting for something to come afterwards. There's like the length, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, I get that. It does kill it. The tannins kill it, and it. I mean, having said that, so there's no after. There isn't much length to it. It's not leaving my mouth with an unpleasant. It's a very neutral taste, actually. Strangely.
All things into perspective. Then, I still like it.
Yeah.
It's a 10-year-old wine. I can appreciate that. I think I prefer just like smelling. I get so much more from the nose than I did from the palate.
Yeah.
And that I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. And at 14 quid a bottle for a 10-year-old French wine. No, I'm going on about it, but it's quite an anomaly. That's quite so. At the beginning we were saying you can get in there. You've got this. It's definitely layered with bits and pieces, which are interesting. You're getting into each layer. Each time you have a little smell, you think, oh, and there's that there. It's just a shame that it doesn't come across on the palate quite as well.
Yeah, and I think the length isn't there. I think that French wines, I think, are a lot of them you either like them or you don't like them, don't you? You know what I mean? And it's French wine is a thing, whereas the rest of the world is more universal in the styles. The French is again on its own. So if you have, I'm not quite sure what grapes are in this. I'm just looking at the list to see if I can see Cabernet and Merlot.
Yeah.
So if you had a Cabernet and Merlot from the New World, that would taste complete. I would expect it to taste completely different.
Yeah, he's almost that does what it says on the tin kind of thing. Whereas the French wines, you are always a little bit surprised, a little bit off the wall kind of thing. They've got their own style, which is fine. When it hits, it hits. This, unfortunately, I think personally for me is a miss. But again, nose-wise, price-wise, I can't really knock it.
If it was served to me at a dinner party, I wouldn't think, oh, this is cheap wine. I think, no, this is French. It's probably quite sophisticated. It doesn't really hit the right bells for me.
No.
But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's not a cheap wine. I know that a lot of work would have gone in to produce that particular profile of taste.
Oh, definitely. That's why we're doing what we do.
Yeah.
We're pulling to pieces, so to speak, and it wouldn't be a wine for everybody. But you can like you just said there perfectly, as you can appreciate what has actually gone into that wine. So it's not, not wasted. It is. I just wish it could have given a little bit more on the flavour profile.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move to pairings.
Pairing. You know what? I'm going to go with the blue cheese with this.
Are you?
I am. And you know what?
I don't know what.
I'm going to go with something like the Forme d'Ambert. Forme d'Ambert. Yeah, it's
How do you spell that?
John. Fourm. Forme with an E with a little. Yeah. D'Ambert, D, little one is Ambert.
Okay.
Forme d'Ambert. Which is one of the oldest. Yes, yeah, one of the oldest French cheeses. And I think we said about the oldest restaurant. Maybe it made me go down that subconsciously.
Okay.
But yeah, that would go. It's a very. What's a mild? Because it's not a mild blue, but gentle. And I think those two might make a nice match.
I didn't think you spelt it like that.
Forme d'Ambert. Why?
Well, that I thought it was THAT. So,
just pair it. Come on.
So I'm struggling. I want to go to steak. I want to go to a fillet steak, and I know you're going to say, well, I'm not sure if it's got enough body to take that. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm drawn to. But if not, I think it would go with sort of other beef dishes. What about probably would go roast beef.
Yeah, just as is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd go with beef anyway.
I think it needs something, be it cheese or whatever we're pairing with that. I think something would lift that. I think it would make it something more than it is already.
Yeah.
And perhaps, that'll be.
And quite often, I mean, French wines in particular, as with Italian wines, are actually designed to be paired with something.
You know what? I'm thinking about that now, and what you just said of the beef. I think, put that together, and I think it would.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, it's not unnice. It's not a bad price.
Bad price. $13.95. Okay.
Okay. So, all things considered, I'm. Price-wise, all good. Flavour-wise, not really my thing, but I can see what they've done there, and so I think that deserves some recognition. So I'm going to go for
And I'm going to go 79.
76.
Okay.
Not far off. You see, we can appreciate what that is for what it is. You know, the flavour profile and everything in there. It just didn't push enough buttons. I
think that's probably where my extra 3 came from. I was aware. It wasn't personally my thing, but I was aware. Actually, I thought quite a lot of people would actually get that, and so appreciate it.
Yeah.
And and even taking into account $13.95. So that for me is quite a high score at $13.95.
It is really, because I know how you dislike this, John. But we're that close from 80 on that, and once we're getting over that, once tipping over that. Yeah, nice.
Good. Okay. Well, guys, that's relatively rare for us to try a French wine. We're going to actually try and get hold of the 2016 and do a review of that, and then we'll do a back-to-back. So we'll link that into the video as well. So until the next time, guys, we look forward to seeing you there. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment. Let us know what you're thinking about some of the things we're saying. Don't forget to ask us any questions you may have. And also, don't forget to ding that little dingy-dingy-ding. That'll make sure you know when we publish a video. So until the next time, until the next little dingy-dingy-ding, chin-chin.
Chin-chin.